Hey everybody, Dolan here, and what I'd like to show you in this video is something I'm just super geeked out about. It's a type of imaging that is just way too bizarre to be real. It's called Schlieren imaging, and what it allows you to do is to image very slight changes in density in a transparent fluid such as air. I'll explain the setup and the science behind it in a minute, but what I want to do right now is just show you some images. So what I'm actually going to do is kind of demonstrate it and actually put an image on the screen that I'm actually shooting live. So this allows you to see changes in density, and probably the best way to generate density differences in the air is to use some heat, because heat will change the density of the air. So what I'm going to do over here in this setup, I'm going to light a candle. And so I'm going to light a match in front of this, and I'm going to go ahead and light a candle. I'm going to light a match here. And all that bright and dark is actually density differences in the air caused by the heat of this match that I just lit. So I'm going to go ahead and light my candle. Alright, so my candle's lit. Blow out my match here. So what you're seeing on your screen are gradients of light and dark that are caused by differences in density in the fluid, in the fluid, so this hot air that's rising over the candle. So you can kind of see this really sort of textbook laminar flow. And if I go ahead and sort of agitate the candle a little and sort of blow it a little bit, you can see how that really results in a lot of turbulence, how that's creating all this beautiful sort of eddies and ripples and all this turbulence here. And so this is a classic Schlieren setup, and it allows you to see these density differences in different tones of color. And so I'm going to show you some other images that I shot, and then I'll talk to you about what this setup is and how this is put together. Oh, there it goes. That's helium. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Wow, that's some good resolution. That's crazy, that heat from my hands just burning off my hands. So let me just kind of show you my traditional Schlieren setup, what it is that I am using and why this works. So the reason why a Schlieren setup works is because you have a point source of light that you are deflecting up and down or left and right, and that beam, when it's returned to the camera, that beam is disrupted by something, in this case a razor. And so just kind of walk you through step by step what's going on here. I have my point source of light. This is just an LED shop light, battery powered shop light, and I put some foil around it and I just poked a very fine hole through the center. And that point source of light is zooming over here. It's hitting my parabolic mirror. This is probably your limiting factor in this setup. This is a 6-inch parabolic mirror that I just got from a telescope. And you can put some things in front of the mirror that you want to explore, causing density changes. In this case, I've got a candle. And that beam is returned to the camera. And so I've got a camera with a pretty decent telephoto lens here that's zoomed pretty much all the way in. But as the beam is returning to the candle, it's bisected by this razor. And so what's important about that, what the razor does, you can see just this little smidge of the beam that's touching the razor. This is the beam at its focal point. So this is at its narrowest point. And what is happening here is that the beam is cut in half, essentially, by this razor. And so any parts of the beam that are deflected up are becoming darker in the image because the razor is actually cutting them off. If the parts of the beam that are deflected down look brighter, because that light is being deflected away from the razor, and so you see that as brighter images or brighter parts of the image. And so that's the basic setup. It's just a point source of light, a parabolic mirror, decent camera, and then my razor. So that's pretty much the basics of it, but at this point I'm just going to show you some more Schlieren images that I took. So let's see what happens here. So a little bit of an electric current, supposed to generate enough heat to light a candle.